I've been thinking about simplicity a lot. You know, a lot of the times we get told the school system is very narrow, or whatever system is very narrow. You got to think outside the box. You got to be creative. You got to think outside the lines. You got to look further. But my friends, the mistake that many people end up making is you end up looking so far at the mountains that you don't see what's right in front of you. And sometimes we see what's in front of us, but we don't accept it. Sometimes we're looking for this great, mystical, complicated answer of the universe, and when we see it as so simple and it's direct and it's not mystical or magical at all, we tend to shy away from those kinds of answers. You want an example? Perfect. How many, when looking in the fitness world, how many of these have you heard? How many of these headlines have you heard? New study came out. Get abs in less than 24 hours. A brand new shortcut to get a six-pack. Hey, this is a way that I lost 25 pounds in under 8 hours. Hey, do you want to be built like The Rock? You got to take this little magical pill that's going to give you this vitamin, this vitamin, this vitamin, and you're going to get really big really fast. People love leading towards those. For whatever reason, whether it's the shortcut aspect, it's the fast aspect, it's revolutionary, it's innovation, it's a pill that I gotta take, it's gonna speed me up, it's gonna make me look like The Rock. Right? When in most times people just want to be healthier. So people end up paying thousands of dollars for these online courses, and they idolize these individuals who are making up just different kinds of protein powders and different things in that sense. And it all goes back to capitalism and to consumerism and just how can we get more money? When the answer, my friends, is extremely simple. You fall into this game of, if you're paying $200 to $300 and you go to a seminar and you watch a guy go up on stage and he's about to speak about this revolutionary new pill that can give you all the vitamins that you need so you can build muscle faster and whatever, that's worth it. But as Gary Vee said, you pay him, you pay me to give you a seminar about how to be healthier. I'll walk up on stage and I'll say, all right, everybody, this is how you're going to be healthier. I want you to exercise every day and to eat well. Good night, everybody. Take care of yourselves. That's literally it. Exercise every day and eat well. And the backlash is, oh, that sounds like hard work. Eat well, man, but I really like McDonald's. Exercise every day. Every day. Hey, man, the beauty of me saying exercise is it's subjective. Exercise for one person could be going to the gym for an hour. For another person, that could literally mean going out on a 10-minute walk around the block. If you're telling me that you don't have 10 minutes in your life to do something like that, you're telling me you don't have a life. Because I would tell you, you do have 10 minutes. You just got to look at what things you spend your time doing. Maybe taking 10 minutes off scrolling on Instagram or 10 minutes off doing whatever, something that's not benefiting your life, could end up being the 10 minutes that you exercise. But God forbid it's a simple answer. No, it has to be crazy. It has to be complicated and tough. My friends, I know how to get a six-pack. I am 80% aware. I know the different core workouts I should do. I know the different ab workouts. I know the things that I should be eating and the things that I shouldn't be eating. So why don't I have a six-pack? My friends, when people drink alcohol, they know that it's unhealthy for them. They know that it does the opposite if you want to get a six-pack. They know that it's practically poison in your body. But yet people still drink. Why do they do that? So it's not a conversation of, he didn't know that alcohol was bad for him. Or, Daniel just doesn't, people do not know how to get a shredded core, how to get an amazing six-pack. That's not it at all. We know we have the information, but for whatever reason, we don't act on said information. Right? And another shout out to Gary Vee, he gave this perfect example, was you could sit at home and read about doing push-ups all day long until the cows come home. But it's not until you actually do the push-up yourself that's where you're going to see progress. Now take that example and apply it to anything in life. Apply it to any problem. You can sit there and read as many books you want about relationships, but it's not until you start executing on what you've read, you start executing on that knowledge where you can see actual progress in your relationships. Oftentimes, my friends, when you're in a situation where you're looking for answers, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he gave me some amazing advice. He said, Daniel, I take a step back. He said, because if I'm thinking about myself, I'm thinking biased, I'm thinking emotionally. He says, I'm taking a step back. And he said, I will imagine that it's not me that I'm giving advice to, but that it's a third person. That it's person X, that it's John or Tim or whoever. I make someone up and I say, okay, if I'm the third person, if I was to give someone advice, and if they were in my situation, what would I tell them? And all of a sudden, when you shift the situation to what do I have to do, and you shift the conversation to, okay, I'm here, what is the most simplest, convenient, most logical, rational thing for this person to do? It can be a lot easier to answer. Not always, but it's definitely an interesting trick. One thing that I've been doing a lot more lately, which has helped out, which has honestly helped me out.